Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is kind of a really exciting video for me. I'm talking about something that I love, which is meeting Shawn Mendes, obviously. In today's video, I will be kind of explaining my honest opinion on meeting Shawn Mendes. So if you've ever met Shawn Mendes or like want to meet him, give this video a thumbs up and keep watching. Let's just start with the first time I ever saw him. In my opinion, the first time you see someone really special to you, like the most exciting time. The first time meeting him was just so special. I remember everything that happened. It's like almost 3 years ago. And I was about to meet him. I was with one of my friends and we were like going in together, and I was like, you go first, I'm scared. So she went first and I was just standing there looking at him like, are you real? He didn't seem like a real person, honestly. I hugged him, and then when we took a picture, he said, love you, hun. He says that to everyone, but I felt really special. So he said that, and then I pulled him into another hug because I love hugs. Meet and greets are really short, but if you really want to meet someone, it is worth the money in my opinion, because I don't know, even though it's really short for a lot of money, I think they shouldn't ask this much money for it. Especially now, like back then it was like 140 euros, and for my meet and greet next year it was 350, so the 350 is not worth it, I think, but I did buy it. For one reason, I think that it is worth my money, and I will talk about that later. But back then it wasn't that expensive, so it was kind of worth it. I just really needed to meet him and like hug him, you know. I do think that a meet and greet is worth your money, especially if you've never met him before. It's just different than meeting him on the streets, because you can like actually say something to him. Like, obviously you can have a full-on conversation because you just don't have the time for that, but you can tell him something. Meeting him on the streets is free, but I do prefer meeting him in meet and greet, but obviously that's too expensive to do every single time. So the second time I met him was the most stressful time ever. In my video where I talked about my experiences traveling for him, I talked about how stressful the first time in London was because we didn't know if we would make it, but this time was worse. Like, way worse. In November 2016, the EMAs were held in the Netherlands where I live. Shawn was staying in Amsterdam. He was there for like 5 days, and I was like, I need to see him, but I had school and I had a life, you know. My friends had met him and I was like, oh my god, I need to go. The day after the EMAs, he was going to this TV thing, and I wanted to go to Amsterdam. But my dad was like, you can't. So then I was at school during the day and I was so sad because I couldn't go. And then suddenly my mom was texting me, I fixed it. And I was like, you fixed what? And she was like, you can go to Amsterdam tonight. And I was like, dude, what? I got home, I changed really quick. I had like 10 minutes to get ready. Then my granddad drove me to the station and I took the train to Amsterdam, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see Shawn. I was so convinced that I would see him. And then my train was delayed by an hour. An hour! I've never had my train delayed so much. Like, usually my trains delay like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But an hour! That has never happened to me before. I was literally crying on the train because I thought I wouldn't make it, and I was like texting my friend like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it, help, help, help. And there was one of my friends from Amsterdam and she was waiting for me at the station, but then my train was delayed by an hour and she was waiting for me for an hour. I felt so bad for her, but when I arrived eventually, he was still at this hotel, so I could still maybe make it, but it was so stressful because I really thought I wouldn't. And we arrived on time. Like 5 minutes after I got there, he came out and I was like, oh my god. Okay, so then I met him, and then the weirdest thing with my phone happened because I was recording and I met him, and then after that I was with my friends and I wanted to look at my like photo video, you know. Right before I met him, my phone stopped recording for some reason, so I didn't have any picture or video, and I was like, oh, that's sad. Like, I was happy that I met him, but I was sad about the photo because I deleted it for some— no, I didn't delete it, my phone deleted it. He was still there, he had like 3 people left to meet, and Shawn was like, it's okay, hon, we'll just take a new one, don't worry. And I was like, okay. I was the last person in line. We just took a new photo and it was just cute, and then he left, went to the actual late night thing, and I saw him perform. This was all in 2016. Then I wanted to meet him in 2017. Like, I tried to get meet and greet, but sadly enough my credit card wasn't working, so I couldn't get meet and greet. And that's also one of the biggest reasons why I got meet and greet for next year, because I know that it's really freaking expensive. But just because I couldn't get it last year and I really wanted to, I was like, okay, this is just going to be my last time getting meet and greet, because I just really want to meet him one more time in meet and greet, because you get like an actual photo by a photographer. In the meet and greet I had, I took the photo with my phone. We're just gonna get a photo with a photographer and just, I don't know, I just want to experience that once. So I didn't meet him in 2017, and then in 2018 I went to London for the weekend for him, and oh my god. So this is the second social meeting. I was on a train from the airport to the actual city, and then my friends were texting me like, he's gonna come out soon. I was like, no, I'm not there yet. 5 minutes before I arrived, my friends was texting me, he's gonna come out right now. And I was like, oh my god, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. So I started running, and when I arrived it took him like 40 more minutes to come out. But it was just a stressful moment because I thought, no, after 2 years of not meeting him, I'm not gonna miss him by 5 minutes. Honestly, Shawn Mendes is one of the kindest people ever. If you don't like support him, he's still like one of the best people to ever meet, because he's just so nice and so just genuine, and oh, I love him so much. Just seeing him again after 2 years, it made me so happy. Like, I can't even explain it. I'm still so happy. Like, I could cry right now because I'm so happy about it. So in London I really realized how famous he is right now. I don't know why I'm tearing up right now, but he is so famous now. In 2016 when I got my meet and greet, everyone was like, you got meet and greet for who? Like, no one knew who Shawn Mendes was. And now everyone does, and he's like world famous, and everyone wants to see him and meet him, and it's so weird to me. Like, I love it for him. Like, I'm super happy that he's made it. But like 2014, 2015 kind of was fun because no one knew his name. I don't know, I kind of grew up with him. I don't know if that sounds really weird, but it's true, and it's been so fun, and oh my god. So the second time in London is kind of my favorite time meeting him, but also kind of my least favorite time meeting him, because there were so many people. Like, honestly, I think there was like 300, 400 people there, and that's just a lot. Like, a lot. I was so close to not meeting him that I really felt so bad that there were so many people, but my friends were like, now there already are so many people, so it doesn't really make a difference if you're there or not. So then I was like, yeah, okay, that's true, but still, I don't know if I want to be a part of that, because I don't know, I don't want to ruin his day or something. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go stand in line, and if I really feel so bad about it, I'll just give him a hug and be like, have a nice day, you know, like, hey, and then have a nice day, you know. I was just trying to be like really normal to him, but just nice and not like a fangirl-ish. Please, if you ever meet him, don't scream or like something like screaming, because that's not fun. Not for you, not for him. You just embarrass yourself, actually. I wouldn't recommend doing that. So now the last time I met him in London was the Sunday morning, and we were leaving Sunday night. We woke up at like 6 a.m. leave our hostel at like 7 a.m. because we really wanted to say bye to him. So when he came out, I just gave him a hug and we took a selfie, and I was like, bye. And it was just, I don't know, that was also one of my favorite times, because I just felt so comfortable with him, because I was like wearing my glasses, and I almost never wear my glasses. I don't know if any of you know, but I have contacts and glasses, but I never actually wear my glasses, and especially not if I'm like doing something important or fun. That sounds weird. I never thought I would meet Shawn with my glasses, because I never like actually wear them, but then I did, and it just felt so comfortable and just nice, and I gave him a hug. No, the last time it was just so chill. In general, it's just so cool to meet someone who you've been like dying to meet, and someone you look up to. I don't know, it's really weird, but it's like the best feeling ever. So if you ever consider getting meet and greet, it's quick, I know, but if you really want to meet him, it is worth your money. If you're broke, you can still meet him on the streets. Like, I can't say that I completely think that meet and greet is not worth your money, because I bought it twice. So I'm also meeting Shawn next year on March 7th for a show of his next tour, and I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. I think that was it for today's video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please comment down below if you've met Shawn or if you want to meet him. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!